Group 3 presents Industrial Revolution.
What is Industrial Revolution?
Why don't we find out?
First of all, Industrial Revolution had two distinct stages. The first stage was when Great Britain took the lead in shifting to new method of production. The second stage was when nations of Western Europe and United States became modern industrial powers.
So now, Industrial Revolution was the transition period from domestic ways of production of goods to a much more improved and faster factory system.
This was brought about by the introduction of machines and presence of factories, resulting to mass production of goods.
From hand tools to power-driven machines, homes to factories, small number of production to large ones, and from local markets to worldwide markets.
Industrial Revolution started in England because of several reasons. They had the capital for investing the means of production. They had good natural resources. They had an abundance of skilled workers. They had colonies and markets to where they can sell their goods. And their geography made it easier for them to trade with neighboring countries.
The first noticeable improvements were made in the field of agriculture. The invention of farm machines increased food production, just like Jethro's seed drill, which planted seeds in straight rows, unlike the old method of just scattering the seeds in random.
In terms of cloth making or textiles, John Kay invented the flying shuttle, which greatly sped up the weaving process. His invention was later on improved by James Hargreaves, Richard Arkwright, and Samuel Crompton. Each of them had their own version of looms, which improved and were made faster and better over time.
We also have Eli Whitney, who invented the cotton gin. The cotton gin increased the supply of raw cotton, giving the cotton industry a boost.
The factory system was later on introduced, allowing a better control of quality and a steadier rate of production. Workers then concentrated in a set location and worked in a set of hours.
Industrial Revolution spread across the United States, and by the late 19th century, America emerged as the world's largest industrial power.
During the Industrial Revolution, there were introduction of new sources of energy such as oil, coal, and steam. Steam engines were introduced and found their way into boats, railways, and road vehicles, thus improving transportation.
Roads were also made better for faster road transportation. A method called macadamization did so the job. The printing press was also improved, making copies of text faster than before.
Because of Industrial Revolution, there was a sudden growth of population. The improvements in agriculture made the diets of many people better. There was a reduction in the number of deaths.
Growth of cities became a major effect too. Living conditions got worse as people poured into the fast-growing towns in search for jobs. Factory workers with their families crumpled up in small rooms with very low sanitation.
Women's responsibilities also became harder before. They worked for 12 to 16 hours, yet they still had to cook, clean, and sew for their families.
The Industrial Revolution was indeed a significant period that shaped the industry into what is now today. Without the Industrial Revolution, improvements in different fields such as agriculture, textile, transportation, and whatnot would not have been made, or they would just be being improved by now.
Companies are able to produce hundreds or thousands of their products every day as more and more people are demanding needs.
The machines and new methods introduced during the significant time did not only change business and industry, but the people's way of life.
People have become more modernized and are able to work and live faster because of today's technologies, which were all from the age of Industrial Revolution.